Okay, we're watching Vulze playing Kiriko on Junkertown. This is Gold 3 on PC. It was a very close game that could have gone to either team. I usually notice a pattern of mistakes, but I'm having a hard time lately. I think there's a lot of mistakes going under my radar. I'm feeling blind to all the issues and things I'm doing wrong in my own gameplay, so I'm looking for help to notice them. From our chatting, you also said that you used to be 3900 in Overwatch 1, so super good, right? That's high masters right there. And you have a 58% win rate right now, so obviously you're doing pretty well in Kiriko. So again, I'm not going to focus on little little things here. I assume you generally know how to play the game, and you're going to follow from there. So far, everything looks pretty regular, right? Taking cover, it's good. Your Ryan went in. Sorry, let me back this up. So your Ryan goes in here. Obviously, super bad charge. I think the right mistake is to follow here and swift step immediately in Suzu, because he's clearly out of position, but you know, like, why not take a risk here, right? Maybe the Ryan pins somebody and you win this fight. There's no reason not to. There's no point in playing your life here. I think you definitely swift step and immediately Suzu. All right, you're attacking instead. I don't agree with this, right? You see how low your Ryan gets? Imagine instead of, so let's play this back. I'm gonna do slow motion right now. Ryan goes in. So imagine, instead of attacking here, how much value do you get out of these attacks? Miss. Miss. Where are they? It ends up being a hit. Miss. Miss. And then you start healing. Okay, so instead of doing those 4 misses, or three misses and a body shot, which is the body shot's like basically negligible. You might as well consider it a miss, because no one's gonna be able to follow up on the damage on the Ana. She's just gonna regen it. You could have healed your Rhine for 50 from Suzu, plus reduced the fact that he didn't take any damage. Let's give him like another 100. That's like 150 and probably 2 heals, or let's call it a heal and a half. That's another 160. So it's about 310 health. So your Rhine right now, instead of being super low, would be full health. I think that's about accurate, right? If you swift step and Suzu'd right away and healed, I think the Rhine would be about full health right now. And instead of being the situation you are right now, where you have basically no advantage, arguably you're actually at a disadvantage right now because they're pushing with Nemesis, your Ryan might have been able to force an ice block and then kill the Mei after, for example, right? Or gone after the Moira or something. Let's actually see what your Ryan ended up doing. Again, I don't agree with this charge by your Ryan, but you know your Ryan did it, so you play with the teammates you got, not the teammates that you want. I think the Ryan recognizes that they're cut off. Okay, yeah. So it's a pretty good attempt, right? Dodges the Mei wall. I don't know that he would have done a ton with this, but he would have been able to keep swinging and farm ult charge, right? So I think that's probably the biggest thing right there. Again, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal, but I think what you did was very suboptimal. Unless you were planning to really hit those headshots and get a kill there, I don't think that's valuable. I think this is okay. Yep, Moira's running a straight line. I think that's a good idea, right? Aim's pretty good already, I can tell. Alright, just cleanse. Exactly, you're not going to need cleanse anytime soon, so just heal up. Right, keep healing. Don't leave card. Don't leave card. It's not worth it. Okay, you already see it's already a 5-on-1, right? Like, you don't need to walk in there. That Ramatra's dead for sure. The most important thing is just move the cart quickly. You need to get help that. Right? In fact, helping the Ramatra die sooner is actually bad because it reduces this Ramatra stagger. If the team was really coordinated, they would have let the Ramatra live a little longer. So it goes. All right, gates open. Somebody needs to be on cart. Who is it? Well, your other support is a Brig. Yeah, Brig can stay on cart. I think this is okay. So you go upper. All right, so very dangerous. Okay, obviously you can get blown up here, instantly killed you very quickly. All right, you're stuck with sticky. You're probably gonna Suzu yourself. Yep. And then after Suzu, you still decide to keep fighting this. I definitely don't agree with. Right, you could easily get headshot right there. Right. So remember, Cassidy does 70 damage on body shots, or 140 on a headshot. So you could have been one tapped right there very easily. In fact, let's actually see it. Right, he misses that shot. That's understandable. Okay, he's like, wait. Right, it goes off. He assumes you're gonna Suzu. Here's the explode. Looks, sees you're still there. Wait, what the heck? And then he's like, oh, okay. Goes back for the shot. Right, again, definitely had a chance. This is gold. Right, this is mid gold. So yeah, they missed that shot. At diamond, I give them 30% chance of hitting that headshot. At masters, I give them a 50% chance of hitting that headshot. So I think you could have died right there. I don't think it was worth it to repeat once you had Suzu. With Suzu, I understand, right? With Suzu, I understand. Without Suzu, I don't think it's a good idea. Alright, so going at the end, I think that's okay. Your Ryan's already. Well, actually, no. Your Ryan's taking a ton of damage. So my sound's pretty low because my setup, so I didn't actually tell. But you can actually probably hear the Ramatra pounding away at your Ryan. Okay. Great. Oh, your Ryan's purple here. You don't have Suzu though. Yeah, that's all you can do about that. Ryan has to cover. So I would get ready to come back and heal the Ryan. Because again, if the Ryan dies here, you guys are super screwed, right? All 4 of you are going to die. You're going to feed a ton of ult charge, and you're going to waste like 30, 40 seconds coming back. This is a really hard choke to fight out of. So it's really important to get the cart at least to here, and that way you can go high ground and not have to worry about it. Yeah, I think for sure prioritize making sure the Ryan gets healed after purple's end, right? Purple's ended, now you start healing. That's a long delay. Watch from the Ryan's perspective. I'm curious how long you waited until he was healable. Okay, going forward, he's going to get the purple right here. He holds, goes back, waits. Yeah, that's a pretty long time until you start healing. And again, you didn't actually get any value with the. Nice. So you're playing this corner too tight. You have to widen up a little bit. I think some of your healing is not reaching the ground. Yeah, see, some of your healing it's just going to the cart. It's not actually locking onto him. So you just missed the full heal there. I think you missed like 6 of Fudos or so. So again, that's like pretty big healing. Again, you're missing more healing because you're playing too far away from the corner. Right, and the Ryan dies. So yeah, I mean, you definitely could have kept the Ryan alive there for sure for quite a while. And then why was your Suzu used? When was Suzu used? Yeah. So the Brig's low. So again, this is another good reason why your healing is slow on the Rhine, right? Because again, you're doing this. So this causes a chain reaction. So your Rhine's low on healing, which means you're healing the Rhine. But that means if you got the Rhine up earlier, you would have been able to walk up sooner and look at the Brig. Because you should recognize the situation. The Brig's actually one in danger, not the Rhine. So again, if you gotten the Rhine up sooner, the Rhine would have been forwards. The Brig never would have been in front. Even if the Rhine was in front, you could have potentially healed, seen that sooner, and so that just costs your team about 30 to 40 seconds, depending on how long this takes to recover from. You just spam kunais. Alright, good job. Right, this is a good job, I think, holding Suzu right here. You don't need it. Alright, you caught Suzu now. I don't think you needed it then, but I think it's okay. Understandable. Right, you're line of sighting this. Again, there's only so much you can do in this situation. Right? I think this is not necessarily what I would do. I think I would probably stall this out a little longer, because I don't think you knew the Hanzo was in danger. Right? Like, you got time here. Yeah, I think you go right away, but there's still time here to keep healing your Rhine, you know? Like, your Rhine can just swing away here at the Ramatra and then farm like another ulti out of this. You know what I mean? Like, every hit from Rhine is, I don't know, like 5% or something like that. Like, you could keep healing your Rhine here. Like, your Rhine's gonna die eventually. That's true for sure. Right? But, you know, why not? Anyway, you go high ground with the Hanzo. You have to pre-heal him, right? From Sticky. I understand you're running away because you're afraid of the splash damage. I think splash does like 70-ish. So either way, you're not going to die from this. I think you need to stand in this doorway. You need to pre-heal the Hanzo. I think bailing on him was a mistake. Big mistake. Alright. So Hanzo still manages to get a kill. Quite lucky. So you have lost track of your Rhine. Okay, so in a Brigitte Kiriko lineup, your job should be healing the tank. The Brigitte should be playing with the DPS, right? Because you have better sustained healing than the Brigitte does, right? She can pack, again, low health people a lot, but I think you need to be playing with the Rhine, right? The Rhine's gonna get poked down here, and once again, like, the Brig's gonna have to keep using packs to keep your Rhine up, which is not ideal. Okay, you're high ground. You hit the headshot, you're dueling, again. So, I understand the rush and the angle. First of all, does this even go all the way? It does. So, you get the max length out of it, but you notice it's not actually helpful to the fight that's happening. The fight that's happening is right here. The rush is not helping your team at all until just now. I think you're honestly a little lucky to be able to get this win out of this. Great, cleanse. Great. Ryan gets charged. Great. Okay, So this is a situation that you don't want to be in, okay? This is really bad from the perspective of trying to heal your Ryan, because your Ryan's going to be like stepping forward, stepping backwards, stepping to the left, stepping to the right. That's going to break a lot of your healing when it tries to fly to him. I think it's much better to be playing on the left side. Unless you're planning on crossfiring and killing everybody coming out of this doorway, I don't think this is a good position to be in. Right, and you see high grounds over there. Okay, you cleanse it. I mean, it's a good cleanse. Warrior's on you. Again, you do a good teleport out, but then I think you lose track of the situation. You're trying to attack right now instead of healing, which I think is... I think it's a mistake. I don't think you actually knew nobody around you was low. It just, coincidentally, no one around you is low, so it ends up being the right call, but I think that your instinct to immediately start attacking is not good. I think attacking up there is fine. Honestly, this is starting to feel like a team diff, because your team is kind of steamrolling here. Alright, just going for kunai kills, sure. Aim is generally decent. Yeah, I mean this feels like diamond level aim to me. I don't think it's anything where it's like, oh, this is like really bad. Alright, good pre-heal. Again, you're low here, so be a little careful. I would probably peek the corner right now. I would peek the corner and ask for health pack, right? Peek and just, you know, hit X. Get healing. Where's your brig? Oh, that's a brig right there. Because this low, if something pokes you, you're going to be in big trouble. Alright, so Shatter happens. You do a good job switching targets, but not quite soon enough to actually be able to do anything with it. Ryan's super low. Again, you see like you're losing a lot of heal cycles from just being line of sighted by the floor. Like this shouldn't be happening, and it's preventing your Ryan from being aggressive. Okay? In this lineup, it's working because they're running D.Va against Ryan, and the D.Va is just face-taking your Ryan. That's the reason why this is not a problem. If they were running Ryan on Ryan, and their Kiriko was staying with their Ryan and you weren't, then their Ryan would just be walking over your tank constantly, and you'd be losing this game. Right? I don't understand what this D.Va is doing. This D.Va does not play tank. At least is not able to turn games as a tank, for sure. I think you're very, very lucky in this situation. I think throwing Kunai Zero is fine. Alright, get ready to save Ryan if I have to. I would switch step and do it now. I just see how low he is. Cool. First half over. Easy peasy. 25 seconds. Alright. So clearly you've decided to go on your own flank killing adventure over here. I don't hate this plan. You can hit him. Okay, you get that kill. Bastion low. Get some more body shots. Cool. Yeah, definitely your aim could be a little better there, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, you're running around here, still looking for kills. I think go for the Mercy right now. Yep, that's exactly what I would do. This Mercy is crazy. Again, at higher levels, the Mercies will not be this bad. You have the Suzu, I think that's the right Suzu to get yourself out. Yeah, you're back with the team. So you made some space there. Okay. So your brig is dead right then. You leave while your brig is still low. So you're gonna see right there. You saw the critical sign right there, and you should have come back and tried to heal. Right? You have Swift Step right now. You for sure could save her. Right? Maybe not for sure. I mean that was pretty quick. But now you know you don't have a healer. Again, this is a duel that I don't think you take at higher ranks, and I think you will die for. But hey, maybe you won't. All right, your Ryan's in very, very deep. Yeah, I think I agree not Swift stepping there. I think that's too deep. for like the previous one when you're attacked, that made more sense. Now I think you just play your life. Stay alive. Ryan's back. Great. Kill. Laura coalesces. You have decided you're going to try to kill her, right, with a double quick headshot. You're praying pretty far here. I think you should step up to get the healing to your Ryan faster. Again, you line us like the Ryan. Right? Like, you can easily keep your Ryan up in this situation. Right, Coalescence goes off. I think it's fine playing left side here. Shatter's gone off. Heal your Ryan. Step forward right now. Like, even with Coalescence, step forward. Like, I think you have to step forwards right now.
Under my protection.
Right? The delay, the Suzu. You notice that delay with the healing, because I think you were reloading. right? So you weave, I think, 2 attacks in, and then you start healing again. And then you Suzu, right? And again, you reload. You don't need to do that, right? Like, you didn't need to, like, your team doesn't need your kunai reload. Just step forward and keep healing, okay? You also had the option right there to pop rush, right? Just walk forward. Like, you're literally, right, if you just kept walking forward and gotten the healing to him a little faster, you could pop rush and then kept him up with rush. Yeah, I think a mistake for sure. Right, just easy stuff. Just keep your tank alive, you know. I think you abandoned your Ashe too quickly there. I felt this too. I was like, okay, your Ashe is vulnerable. You're down 2. I understand, but your Ashe is also in cover around a corner with the cart still pushing. I think you have time here to go to swift step to the Ashe and play behind her. Right? Both of your DPS are still here. Play it out. You know, you might force another ulti or something. Like, your life here doesn't mean very much. Right? Who cares if you die here? It doesn't matter. Right? Now Ryan's here. You gotta think about if you want to contest or not. Ryan doesn't want to do it. It's fine. Again, if you kept your DPS up, it might have been a different story. Right? Maybe you get that last second contest with your tank. Right? At higher ranks, like, every little advantage matters. Every little advantage matters, right? Stalling the card an extra 15, 20 seconds, that could be a difference between winning or losing a game. So, again, what's going on over here? Your Ryan's swinging. Once your Ryan's goes in there, right? If you want to be aggressive, I get being aggressive. Once your Ryan's here, I swift step and try to kill the Mercy, right? That's really the play here. You're too slow on this, and you try to spam from too far away. Your Ryan's in. Clearly, the Soldier of Mercy did not realize the Ryan was that close. Right, good headshot. Good. Got a double headshot. Again, that kill doesn't matter that much because you already the Mercy Soldier already dead. So it's the stagger difference is very little, right? That only buys you 3-4 more seconds instead of the first pick, which buys you like 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, your Brig's low. You're not really responding to this. Okay. Get that heal. Get that heal. Right? Once she pops low, you should be walking to the right. You know? You should be walking to the right and then Suzuing or healing depending on what her situation is. You're way too slow. Ryan easily could have killed her when she fell. Right? Brig pops it. I think in this situation, you keep pocketing the Brig. Why? The Ryan's not going to die here, right? He's in the middle of, you know, a Moira here. There's no way. They can't do any damage. Your Brig in the middle of their team, when she pops Rally, she for sure can die. Right here, like, the Ryan could easily have killed her just by swinging away, but and she ends up dying. As expected, your Brig's not very good. Again, this is gold, so this is sort of what happens. Right, again, I don't think stepping here is necessarily the right call, and then you let her die where you could have Suzu and saved her. Like, you looked at her, you definitely had that opportunity. I don't think I would have rushed there. So this is a good example where you're out of position, then you try to save the situation, but you're way too late, and then you make a bad situation worse by wasting an ultimate here. Okay, you're clearly out of position. You're like, oh, I'm getting way out for Visor. I understand that, right? I understand that instinct to do that. I don't think you should have dropped. I guess drop it, okay, right? But once his Visor was popped, like, you have the Rhine shield in between you. You also could have swift stepped above. That was the real play, not going way back. I know that you don't have a lot of time here, but I'm just telling you, optimal play was to go high ground right now, and you can heal the junk. Now you're too far away, and you haven't stepped forward soon enough, and now you're trying to heal through the cart, and you pop this rush. Because as soon as I saw you pop the rush, I'm like, I don't think you're going to make it in time, because the Rhine is on the other side of the cart. You're never going to be able to heal him faster than this Rhine and the pocketed soldier are going to be able to kill him. And that is exactly what happened. You waste this rush. Like, you're not dying very much, but it's because you're also playing, like, very, very, very safe, right? I think there's ways that, yeah, exactly, see? There's ways that you can get more value out by being a little more aggressive and dying a little more, right? So you see, right here, like, you see the soldier is shooting somebody. He has to be shooting your Ashe. He's the only person here. There's no other healer here. You have to recognize that the Ashe gets low. You potentially need to keep her alive here. Right? You try to go for kills, fine, whatever, you know, it is what it is, right? Ashe totally messes up Coach Gun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened. I think the Rhine must have gotten ahead of her, is what happened. Right? Yeah. I don't know what this plan was, but yeah. You choose to save yourself. Okay, you gotta save. Pick up the Mega, that's fine. Okay, go back for the heal. Try to get some damage. I think you gotta heal more here. Right? This is gonna become a very quick, yeah. I can already tell the way this is turning out, right? There's basically no way you can kill the Rhine or do enough damage here that it's meaningful to the Rhine. You know what I mean? Like, they have all four... He must be in the middle of a roll. They have all 5 people right here. If you're going to go for a pick, don't go for a pick on the Rhine. Go for a pick on the supports or DPS. Attacking the Rhine here is useless. If you're going to want to play the safe angle, I would just exclusively heal your Rhine. And hopefully your Rhine can use it to, like, have more health, go in, and swing at the squishies. Right? There's no way you get a pick here shooting at the Rhine. Just 0 chance. Right? You, Brig, and a Rhine, there's no way you kill a Rhine. Alright, Brig dies. Again, savable by you. You could have healed. Great. Again, he's playing around the corner. You can't heal again. And your team has no chance, right? Like that buying time there is also relevant, right? If instead of trying to get the kills, you just keep your Rhine alive longer, your Junkrat gets more time to be engaged in the fight. Okay? That's really important and relevant here, is that buying more time itself is valuable. But you're playing too passive, right? And then your team gets walked over, and then now there's nothing you can do. Especially since you don't have rush. Because if you had rush there, you might have been able to turn that fight. They're attacking, they have high ground control of you. Again, it's not your job to take out high ground. I mean, you might get an opportunity, but I wouldn't like to climb up there naked and try to contest. Yep, that's exactly why I would do that. Alright, you go for the really try to go for kills here. Junkrat walks through you multiple times while injured. Right. Look at who she's coalescing, get ready to pocket them. Rhen's taking damage down here. You've decided. Oh man, you're you're clearly trying to throw it down there, but you don't even look. You don't even look. That Suzu's not even close. The platform's clearly there, and you're doing a lot of attacking for not a lot of value. Okay, again, you jump down. You're very lucky your team is able to turn this because you gave almost no value in that fight, right? This fight starts in earnest once you climb up, basically, and then both teams are committed. Climb up. Right, you get stuck. You're lucky you don't get shot here. Pop Suzu. Right. Okay, again, you had nothing to do really with it. I guess the headshot, like, it helped the Junkrat get a kill. So you got for 1 kill. And then a whole lot of missing. Right. Oh yeah, you got 1 body shot to support the cares. Right. Then Coles gets popped. We're trying to turn the fight. Rhine's in. Right. Rhine battle. Again, their Rhine is getting way more healing than your Rhine is. Like, you see how Rhine, like, again, that shatter is what changes this fight. If their Rhine blocks shatter and shatters back, the game is over. You know, very, very lucky. And again, you waste the Suzu. You come down way too late. You miss the heal because it goes into the ground. Because you didn't think, again, when you Suzu'd in, you're not going to be looking at the ground. Okay, we're back in neutral. Alright, Brig's taking a ton of damage. You're not pocketing the Brig enough. You have rush right now. You're down 1. Okay. You're deciding not to use anything, which I think is understandable, but you're giving up this fight for sure. The problem is your Brig popped rally. You know what I mean? And it's like, do you let, you know, sunk cost fallacy or not, right? Is it a situation where you pop rush and try to turn this fight with rally plus rush, or do you let this go and use rush for the next fight? I can't tell if you're actually thinking about it or not. It is not clear to me, but I think it's probably the right call to not use rush here, just because they have high ground advantage. You're down 1 already, and I don't think you can win this fight, right? Plus visor, I think it's the right call to hold here. Okay, Rhine dies. Unfortunate. How does your Rhine... he dies to high noon? I think he gets charged, which breaks you. I don't know why he rides right forward. Yeah, he felt rally and I think walked forwards. Oh yeah, you pop that Suzu, I think, just to save yourself. Yeah, he gets killed by high noon. That would have been a great time to headshot the Ryan, by the way, which is charging and being pushed back. Again, you're playing way too defensive. Like, you have full health here. Your Brig is the frontliner right now, you know? Like, the Brig is what's preventing their team from walking over you. You need to be peeking here. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be peeking here. You have Suzu. You have full health. You have overheal, right? You're 245. You're overhealed right now. It is unacceptable to let your Brig die in this situation. That's going to make defending final, like, nearly impossible. Right? Stuff like that means that you basically have to pray that your team makes a play for you. Okay? That is your play. That is your equivalent of, like, you know, popping an ultimate, getting a pick or whatever, is saving people like that. A save is just as good as a pick, you know? Right? You definitely could have saved the Brig there for sure. You see the Junk's super low. You don't go up to help him. You're popping rush. I think it's understandable. But I think, again, yeah. Oh, wow. Did you actually Suzu that? That is amazing reflexes. I will give you super credit for that, because that is not something I feel like I can consistently do ever. It's shattering to dodge, or rather, Suzu to dodge shatter. Got the kill. Eventually, your Junkrat dies. Unfortunate. You get the kill in Mercy. That's a high value play right there, right? Cassie's going for you. Right, trying to get the kill. I think this is the right call. Just buy time. I think I walk forward there. Again, like, there's only so much time left. Someone's got to touch the cart anyway. I walk forward, get the healing to the Ashe a little bit faster. You have to step forward. Yeah. See? Again, like, would it have made a difference? It really wouldn't have. I mean, the ride's somewhat close, but why not try, you know? This almost feels like like stat padding to me, where you're actively trying to, like, have the lowest number of deaths that you can. Even if having a death would give you a 1% chance, higher chance of winning the game, which is huge, right? A 1% win rate difference is big. So you widen up here, presumably because you think there's something on the right side. Now that you haven't really seen or heard anything, I think you need to step up. I think you're too far away right now. I think it's worth Suzuing that. Right. It saves ult charge for the enemy. It also removes, you know, obviously removes the stick, but you also were going to take damage there, which is why I think it was worth Suzuing. Right. Now you're on the back foot because you can't keep up with the damage. Okay. So you notice your Ryan took that damage. Right. He's back. You start attacking. Right? Now your Ryan has taken, like, you know, 400-ish damage right now, and now you just can't keep up, right? You're forced to Suzu to just keep him alive. Again, the pause. I feel like you're not holding it down, because I feel like there's pauses sometimes where I don't expect it to be paused, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, he shatters. I'm with you. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of trouble healing people after you Suzu. I noticed, like, pretty consistently, you like lose track of, like, where you're looking or where you expect to be. So Ryan dies up there again. I think you had the opportunity. You go back here to save the Ana, but I think the Ana was safe already, if that makes sense. Like, it seems weird how low she is, but I could tell based on the cover situation. Like, you could see where the soldier is. You could see the Ana's low. Like, the time to have gone would have been when she was over here, right? Now that she's at this point, like, it's kind of over, you know what I mean? Like, the immediate threat is over unless the soldier chases. I think it would actually be more important now to step forward and help your Rhine in this situation. You aren't there. Okay, you eat a Helix. Rhine's dead. And everything goes haywire, and now you're forced to back or die. Again, Ryan goes in, okay? You like half-heartedly go in. I know high noon is going off. Okay, let's check the high noon timing. Right. I think you just walk off here with your Rhine. Right? You see how far back you're playing? Like, why? Just walk. Yeah, High Noon has not happened. You could just walk off with your Rhine right here. Right? You could still walk off with your Rhine. Yeah, see? Like, I still think you had time to walk off here with your Rhine and then just Suzu when you hit the ground. Right? Or Suzu the wall if you really think you're going to get killed by High Noon before then. But I don't think that's going to happen. Right? There's a high chance that this Rhine just dies instantly. Oh, they also have Visor. I mean, just do it. You know? Like, by time you kill the Rhine, and everybody kind of camps here for a little while until they get killed by High Noon / you know, it is what it is. Just, I don't know. I guess timers are kind of irrelevant right now because it's overtime anyway, but potential chance of winning a fight or forcing an ulti. I definitely don't think you should use Rush there. I think that's the right call to not use Rush. Alright, rushes up. You take a big shot, right? You immediately Suzu, which is a good reaction. I think you actually waited too long, Suzu. I think you should have died there. Headshot. Yeah. Headshot, he misses the body shot and then throws sticky. You could have died there. You could have been faster to the reaction after the headshot. Obviously, not easy by any means, but if you want to get back to Masters, I think that's something to get better at.
Initiating.
Okay, so that's as far as they've gotten. Ah, yes, it's overtime. I forgot second round. Does that change my mind about dropping? I think it does. I think it does change my mind. I think it was probably the right call to not drop there. And I don't think your team should have dropped either because it was second round, so you should have tried to fight it right after once you grouped as 5 with ultis.
One.
Alright, look for a pick. Again, you're like reasonably loud here. You could die. And dying right now would be very unfortunate, but your Hanzo goes in, gets a couple picks. Alright, so you made a little space. How did your Hanzo get there? So you got all the top left so fast. Right, I agree with this. Just work your shield down. Dead. Go back to moving cart. Alright, this upper area is really hard to take. This is one of the reasons why I said that losing a Rhine early on is a huge. Ah, you missed Suzu. Was a huge deal. Yeah, aim for the headshot. Yeah, you could have done that sooner. Okay, so that's a big play. Keep the Rhine up. Rhine charges. I think you recognize the situation. And you're like, there's no way that I can out-heal the Rhine here, so I'm going to go for kills. I don't know if that's the case, though. You know? Because if you look at what's going on here, you have an Ana and you that can pocket this Rhine against the Rhine and 2 supports, so even, plus a Cassidy. I think you for sure can pocket him through this. Like, he's not going to die very quickly, and he's about to have Shatter. If you keep him alive a little longer here, he'll have Shatter and use Shatter to win this fight. Oh, you stood still there. You should have died. Again, like, you risk staggering yourself here, which you recognize. You decide that this Bastion is just missing you constantly. Holy shit. I can't believe this Bastion doesn't want to take a fight against you. There you go, right? So this is a big stagger, right? Again, your penchant for constantly trying to stay alive is finally to your undoing there. Okay, you dodged the Shatter, but honestly, that's luck more than anything else. You didn't react to it, and all you had to do was turn the Shatter slightly to his right. You know? Like, if he shatters, like, right here, you get shattered by this. But, or if he steps back. I don't know why he played so close. Right, again, try to get kills. I think that's fair. I would say your Hanzo in particular and your Rhine are both better than their counterparts in the other team, which is greatly assisting you in this game. It's up. Try to get picks here. Again, odds of that happening are very, very low in this situation, this angle. again, you see how much healing you lose right there? You're just LOSing him.
Helden sterben nicht.
So Ryan drops. Go for the mercy, right? You attack the shield.
The payload is approaching
This,
its destination.
and then look at the heal.
We're outnumbered. Be careful.
Right? So 2, 3, 4 of them are off target or hit the wall. I just don't think you can lose that much, and I don't think there's a reason not to peek wider here. You know what I mean? Like there's no whittle or anything up there. I think it's a good reactionary Suzu, good teleport out. Right, go for the headshot kill. Yeah, that's not gonna. You should know the breakpoints, right? One headshot only does 120 damage, so one headshot plus melee only does 150. So you had to do headshot, body shot, and then even then, a melee wouldn't kill her, right? You do headshot, body shot in order to kill her. But I guess the Ana helped as well. Alright, just trying to stay alive here. Cassie is high ground. And we're pushing back. Good Suzu. Okay. So overall, I would say this feels like diamond level play. I think it totally makes sense that you're climbing. I think this is at least, quite frankly, this is probably at least a mid diamond level play. I think your aim is good. Clearly with kunais, I think your aim is good enough for diamond level. It doesn't feel master's level, but it feels diamond level for sure. I think your healing and Suzu usage is generally good. Again, I pointed out a bunch of scenarios where you shouldn't have been attacking, but you can refine that stuff pretty easily. So, yeah, I mean, in general, I don't think there's any consistent theme to the mistakes other than I think you're too passive at times. I think you need to be more aggressive and try to make more plays. Not just for damage, where I think you do know the damage plays, but I don't think you know the right times to try to make healing plays, like true supporting plays, where just stepping closer, getting heals to people sooner, and being ready to Suzu a little faster could save people's lives. I think that's probably the single biggest, like, common mistake that I would see, other than the small little details I covered. Okay, hopefully it's helpful.